Good day to you wherever you're watching OGTV. I welcome you to your program, Peace and Conflict Resolution. I am Oba Oluwashimfumi Ogunleye, and today we shall be looking at psychological deformity and conflict management. Psychological deformity and conflict management. I am not alone. I have in the house a personality, a professional. I have Kumasi Kumayon in the house. You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
How are you today?
I'm doing great.
It's good to have you.
Thank you. My pleasure.
You're looking good.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you very much.
Yes, we'll go on a very short break now, and when we come back, we'll continue on the show. Peace and Conflict Resolution is the program. We'll be right back. Please stay tuned. Welcome back to the show. Peace and Conflict Resolution is the program you're watching. In case you're just joining us, and please sit and make yourself comfortable and enjoy the program. Psychological deformity and conflict management. These are two different things. Do they have anything in common?
All right. Well, psychological deformity, conflict management.
Yes.
Psychological deformity is a problem.
Okay.
Conflict management is how we can resolve the problem.
Okay. Okay.
So we are putting problem and solution side by side.
Okay. Now, you are a psychologist, and let's take it this way. Psychological deformity, what are the causes?
Well, first and foremost, psychological deformity is a persistent distortion in thinking, in knowledge, and in perception. And the causes include: 1, poor socialization. 2, family upbringing. 3, unresolved grief or loss. Sometimes when we say grief or loss, people think when somebody lost the loved ones, that is not only grief or loss. It includes when somebody lost a job, when somebody lost the loved ones, including when somebody lost his car. You can imagine somebody visited a place and he came out and discovered, where's my car? This is my key. So if that thing is not properly resolved, it leads to psychological deformity, especially when it's not managed. And in psychology, when somebody lost the loved ones, either your spouse, your close friends, your dependents, and so on, it takes 3 good years to overcome it if it is well managed. So, family background, poor socialization, environmental disaster can cause psychological deformity. So are some of the causes.
Okay. Let's look at that. Those are the causes. There must be some says that these things are hereditary sometimes. How is that true?
Okay, well, psychological deformities are not hereditary.
They are not hereditary.
They are not hereditary. Psychological deformities, they are natural. They are not natural.
Natural, not natural.
Yes. In short, it is about how one is nurtured, the environment, the people around the person when he's growing up, who come to your rescue when incident happen. That is the causes, that is the psychological deformity. Hereditary does not come into place. How will I inherit if my father lost my mother when I was born? How can I inherit that? How could my son inherit? I was brought up in a village. We go to farm, we do all this. But my children don't go to farm. They were born, we grew up in face me and slap you. And my children were not brought up in face me and slap you, they were brought up in a flat. So they cannot inherit that. So psychological deformity is about nurture, not nature. And that is why nurture can betray nature. A male can assume that I am a female. And he begins to act, dress, behave like a female. That is psychological deformity.
So don't you think that is psycho problem?
Well, psychological deformity is not, it's deformed.
Yes.
It has original form, but something happened, it now be deformed. So when something is deformed, it has lost the original form.
Okay.
So there will be a process for transformation or restoration.
Okay. The psychiatric patients, with all respect to them, something must have happened. And we've heard from people what actually happened to someone that led such a person to such situation. Okay. How do you want to address such?
Now, okay, let's give an example. Somebody who is doing well in school, and he or she lost the father, who is the source of the finance. When the person is crying, everybody say, is it because of the father? But it's more than that. He knows that there will be a problem in completing that program.
Yes.
Now, if the person has bad friends, they now influence him or her into drug, and he or she begin to behave abnormal. People will say, because the father died, so it entered his head. That's not true.
Okay.
There are factors responsible, because people have lost their father and mother the same day, and they did not behave that way. So that's why when we say psychological deformity, there was a deformation. There's a distortion of thinking pattern that led to maladaptive behavior.
Okay. Are you saying that psychological deformity has nothing to do with insanity?
It is not even mental illness. They are not. They are not.
Okay.
Mental,
it has nothing to do with mental.
Mental illness can be hereditary.
Okay.
But psychological deformity is something led to something, and something led to something, and unmanaged, untreated will now lead to deformity. It's just like a baby, just like a child in the womb has a procedure, 3 months, 6 months. They say, okay, don't drink alcohol, don't smoke, this when you are pregnant, this and that. If the person disobey everything, you will give birth to that child, and that child will be deformed. By nature, God did not create that child to be deformed. But circumstances or situation has led to that deformity. So that is, psychological deformity is not mental illness.
Okay, and they have nothing to do with it.
No, it has nothing to do even with hereditary.
Okay. Let's talk about the management. There is no way such situation will not arise.
Of course.
Where we found ourselves and the situations at hand,
Yes.
things will definitely happen because people are losing their jobs.
Yes.
Marriages are
broken.
Yeah. Children are losing their parents. Parents are, everything is just happening.
Yes.
And we are not wishing this furthermore, but nevertheless, what is the precaution?
All right, precaution.
Yes.
Well, This will always happen.
Certainly.
Conflict is inevitable in a human relationship. Even as I was coming here after my this thing, I said, okay, let me put on this. I said, no, let me drop this one. It's a conflict because you have alternative
Conflict of interest.
of interest. We have inner conflict. We have interpersonal. We have intrapersonal. We have intergroup. It will happen. Bad thing will happen. But management is the key. And I play on the word man, age, met. A man that is age, experience, mature. When you put the man that has experience together, they will meet. That is management.
You will need to throw more light on this.
Okay? I'm just playing on the word man, age, and met. Management.
Okay.
When you break it, man,
Yes.
age, and met. It means that when this thing happens, we need people who are man enough, who are experienced, who have gone through certain situations, who are properly trained. And that's why we need professionals. We need counselors. We need psychologists. Even in schools. You get to a school where they have about 3,000, you will not see a professional counselor. That's a disaster. There must be a professional counselor handling professional things. Because sometimes, even psychology deformity, they spiritualize it. They will now be kabashing. They will now be doing deliverance for what could have been done in a process of the skill. So we need trained, skillful men and women to handle psychological deformity. They will happen. They happen to children, they will happen to adults, they will happen to any type of ages. But if they know that there is a place to have not bias, not stigmatized, honestly, people would prefer to go there. Even to pay to get that service.
Okay, let's go on a short break. Then when we come back, we continue on the show. Please, viewers, let's go on this break, and then when we come back, we dig deeper into the matter. We know you are enjoying it. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. Peace and Conflict Resolution is the program, and I still have my guest in the house. Kumayon Kumasi. Oh, yes. Before we actually went on that short break, you were saying something about the guardian counselors and the psychologists. I know I cannot say for now. Most of the schools, they do have their counseling units, guardian counselors. You know, we used to go during our break time then. We'll go there. Many of our mates will go to play ball. We go there. Those are the times we used to do fellowship and all that when we were young in secondary school. Then we take our time to see the guardian counselor. Now, do we still have such in most of our secondary school, even in tertiary institutions? Is this something that is needed?
Well, in secondary school, I don't know, because I've been in some secondary school, they don't have guidance and counselor unit. Okay. I even asked a principal, where is your counselor? He said, we don't have. And those who even studied the course, they were put in the classroom to teach.
Definitely they have.
Counseling should have a unit. Like you have office, you have staff room, you have counseling room. In a university, when I was doing masters, we have a building for counseling. Okay. But people still feel like when they see me coming out, they will know I have problem. So what we do is that we give them online platform to reach out. And the person that is counseling you, you don't know the person. So, and then you are referring to, there were no much problem like today. So we have plenty problem today. Yet we have absence of or provision for counselors in secondary schools. We don't have. Because when you ask to go and teach, you cannot come back and do counseling. And counseling is not advice. Counseling is not from my experience. No. Counseling is a skill. It follows a theory, it follows principles. I cannot use my own personal experience to be a standard for counseling another person. Everybody has a unique experience. So experience can be a late teacher. You know, they say experience is the best teacher. Sometimes it can be a lead teacher. So that is why it is important that even government, you know, everybody have family lawyer, family doctor. You should have family counselor. So when things happen, you can relate. And because it's a professionally trained for that, your information is secured. It's only your doctor that knows what is in your file.
Okay. Oh, that is serious. And let's look at this way. We have correctional home centers like that. And what have you ever thought of having a what's it called? A counseling clinic, you know, for people. What is your take? What is your opinion? Okay. Do we really have this? You are a professional in this field. Do we really have this?
Unfortunately, I work with some organization.
I mean, just like you approach any medical doctor in an hospital like that, then I think we should have a kind of counseling clinic where you can walk into and without being stigmatized.
Yes. Well, as I was saying, I work with some organization abroad. They have a structure. Okay. Even those who are in the correctional center, they have psychologists. Okay. Those who are playing football, they have psychologists. If somebody shoots penalty, like you are the last person, you are the last hope of your team, and you shoot the penalty out, and you lost, the whole team lost the match, the whole country, or the whole club. You know, that's a big problem for that person. So if it's not properly attended to, that person may not be effective again. But in our own community and environment, to be honest, you know, some people think that Arrow is psychiatry is a place for mad people. No, before I came to Abeokuta, I didn't know, when you say Arrow, I know it's somebody who is mentally troubled. But there, we have speech trainers. Yeah. We have different departments. Apart from that place, well, except those who are practicing like individual like us, who go to our website, they book and register and reach out back to us, and we attend to them. But these are things we must, when somebody take colo, you know, they will tie the person, do. I have seen somebody they brought into a religious setting and they say the evil spirit is possessing the person. Whereas it's a psychological problem. They spiritualize psychological problem. How will you use malaria drug for HIV? It doesn't work.
What if it is an antibiotics?
If
antibiotics, does antibiotics work for both?
I don't know. I'm not a medical doctor. Let me not go to defeat that.
Exactly.
But to be honest, so we need all these things around. Individual can do it, government can do it, especially in the secondary school. Because secondary school is, we have adolescents in that place. And these adolescents, they are going through a lot. Some of them have gone wide. While the parents are waiting for them in number 5, they have gone to number 50.
Wow. Gone so far.
They've gone so far. So, but there's no provision yet. So, government has to do something. At least, they should have at least one counselor for each secondary school. At least one. He will overwork himself. But at least let's start from one. At least let's know that all the school has a counselor.
And you think we have students, engaging themselves, studying that course?
Yeah, we have enough. They are graduating, guidance and counseling psychologists every year. And they can organize a kind of seminar in schools so that these children will know that what is happening to them is not peculiar. Like, some of them commit suicide because they believe that there is no hope.
And when there is no one to attend to them.
And
the parents who is
to
attend to them are not available.
The parents don't even understand that is a psychological deformity. The parents are even going through psychological deformity. And when the blind leads the blind, the result is all of them will fall into a pit.
We have to help the society, and that is one of the major aspects of this program. We need to help our people. Where do they go and how do they go about it in case they found themselves in this situation? What is your advice?
All right, thank you very much. I believe you mentioned an organization where people take matter to last time.
Yes. Where mediation. Multi-door court.
Yes. But how many people are aware of such? If not that I met you, I was not aware. So the publicity should be there. Okay. 2, individual organizations who have registered, who are certified, should organize program awareness. Okay. I'm a leader in my church. We organize things like this for children, for adults, for singles. Some people are of age. They wish to marry, but they are confused. And marriage has to do with time because it's marry age. Age is inside the marriage. There is the best age for it. And if that time is over, it will become difficult. And you see somebody will getting angry unnecessarily. Something has entered something and formed something, and the mind is deformed. So, individual can do it. Religious organization can do it. That court you mentioned.
Yes, multi-door
should be part of it. Then government should be part of it.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Kumasi. I quite appreciate you for coming on the program and the education that you have dished out to people. I want to believe someone out there is blessed, and there is difference between the having professional to handle situation rather than spiritual, and I hope someone is getting that right. Thank you very much for coming on the show. Yes, this is where we shall be drawing the curtain on the show till I come your way next week, same time on same station. I remain Oba Oluwaseunfunmi Ogunleye. Please let us maintain the peace and enjoy ourselves. See you next week.